Have you noticed it? That sudden chill in her words, the way she pulls back, disappears for hours, or answers your texts with just a single line, and yet deep down, it isn't indifference. It's love. The kind of love she's too proud or too scared to show. Most men think silence means she's losing interest. Most women think pulling away protects them from getting hurt. But here's the truth no one talks about. When a woman goes cold, it's not because she doesn't care, it's because she cares more than you can imagine. Let me explain why this happens. Human psychology is tricky, and female psychology, especially in matters of love, is layered with instincts, emotions, and fears men rarely understand. Women are wired to test connection, to measure safety, to evaluate whether the person in front of them is truly worthy of their heart. And when she goes cold, when she withdraws even a little, she's not punishing you, she's observing. She's creating a mental map of how you respond under pressure, how you handle uncertainty, and whether you can rise to the challenge of her love. Imagine this. Her love isn't like a switch you can flip on or off. It's like a deep river, sometimes calm and flowing, sometimes hidden beneath a surface that seems distant and cold. The coldness you feel is not a rejection, it's a filter. She's separating the noise, the distractions, the people who are here for convenience from the ones who are here for commitment, for depth, for authenticity. And every man who panics, who chases, who begs for attention only confirms what she already fears, that he may not have the emotional strength to handle her depth. Here's the paradox most men miss. The more she pulls away, the more her mind is running through scenarios, testing loyalty, imagining a future with you, and yes, sometimes feeling the ache of love more intensely than you feel it yourself. Women often internalize emotions rather than externalize them. That means she might be lying awake at night, replaying your conversations, remembering your small gestures, your kindness, your patience. Every cold word, every distance is not emptiness. It's a space where her love grows, where her emotions simmer, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. This is where men fail. They misinterpret signals. They assume coldness equals disinterest. But disinterest is loud, it's absent calls, no thought, no care. Coldness from someone who loves you is deliberate, calculated in the quietest way. It's her way of seeing who you really are when the warmth fades, when the comfort disappears, when the easy connection is challenged. And if you understand this, if you see it for what it is, you'll realize that every time she pulls away, she's not losing love, she's deepening it. Even if it feels like a test, even if it hurts in the moment. So the question you need to ask yourself isn't why is she cold? It's am I ready to see the love behind the distance? Am I willing to rise to the challenge of her heart? Because the men who fail are the ones who panic. The men who succeed are the ones who understand her coldness is proof, not absence of her feelings. And if you can learn this language, this silent psychology, you'll see patterns that most men never notice and a depth of love that most men never experience. Now let's dive deeper. What most men don't understand is that her coldness is a reflection of her inner conflict, not a judgment of you. Women experience love differently than men. While men often show love through action, women feel it through perception, emotion, and security. When she goes quiet, it's not because she doubts you, it's because she's measuring something far more important: your consistency, your patience, your ability to stay grounded when uncertainty rises. Think about it this way. Love isn't a constant flame for her, it's a living thing that reacts to the environment. If she senses instability, neglect, or emotional weakness, her mind instinctively retreats. That pullback isn't rejection, it's protection. She's protecting herself, yes, but she's also protecting the relationship she secretly values more than anything else. Women often fear vulnerability because showing love means giving a part of themselves that can never be taken back. And when that fear collides with deep affection, what you see is distance, hesitation, and coldness. But what's happening underneath is love growing stronger, waiting for proof that it's safe to emerge. Here's where men commonly misstep. We interpret distance as disinterest and respond with chase, pressure, or anger. Every text, call, or confrontation fueled by insecurity actually confirms her fears. She doesn't pull away to hurt you. She pulls away to see if you can rise above insecurity, to see if you can meet her on a level of emotional maturity that many men simply haven't reached. And this is why the right response is subtle, not aggressive. It's calm, confident, patient, and observant. It's showing her that your love is not transactional, that your attention is not earned through fear, and that your presence is unwavering even in silence. The truth is, when a woman loves deeply, she's constantly testing not for manipulation, but for alignment. She's testing whether your values, patience, and emotional strength match hers. Every moment of coldness, every pause in communication, every sign of distance is a puzzle piece. If you panic and chase, the picture becomes blurry. If you respond with quiet confidence, respect for her space, and unwavering integrity, the image becomes clear, a man she can trust with her heart, her fears, and her vulnerabilities. And let me tell you this, there's power in recognizing this psychology. Understanding why she retreats allows you to respond in a way that strengthens her love, rather than diminishes it. You see, men who succeed in relationships aren't necessarily the most romantic or charismatic. They're the ones who can navigate silence without panic, who can withstand tests without anger, who can understand the language of emotional withdrawal as a sign of deepening affection. When you master this, her coldness becomes your secret window into her true feelings, a window that most men never even notice. So take a moment to reflect. Are you reading her silence correctly, or are you letting fear dictate your actions? Because when a woman goes cold, the stakes are high, but so is the reward. If you learn to understand, to interpret, and to respond with patience and emotional intelligence, you don't just survive her tests, you become the man she never wants to let go of. Now, let's get real about what you're actually seeing when she goes cold. Most men fixate on absence. She's not texting back, she's not calling, and they panic. But the real signals are far subtler, hidden in her behavior, her words, her energy. These are the silent markers of love, and only the observant man can decode them. First, notice the micro moments. Does she still respond, even minimally? Does her tone shift from warm to distant, but still care lingers underneath? These are signs she's invested, testing how much you can handle without pushing her away. She may withdraw from deep conversations or flirtation temporarily, but she'll still drop small hints, an emoji, a memory you share, a question about your day. That is her way of keeping the connection alive while protecting herself. If you miss these, you misread love for indifference. Second, pay attention to her timing. Coldness is rarely random. Often, she steps back at moments when she feels vulnerable or uncertain about how you'll respond. If you stay calm, if you honor her space without overreacting, you give her subconscious mind proof that she's safe to open up again. Panic or pressure confirms the very fear she's testing, that love can be lost, that her heart isn't secure with you. Understanding timing is crucial. Love isn't just about what's said, it's about when it's safe to express, and when she retreats, it's a silent negotiation of emotional safety. Third, observe her emotional mirrors. Women often project feelings indirectly. If she goes cold, you may notice subtle mirrors of your own behavior in her responses. She may echo your patience, your calm, or even your distance. This is her subconscious testing. If you can meet her on her level, if you become reactive, she perceives instability. If you remain grounded, she senses reliability. These mirrored behaviors are not coincidences. They're her way of communicating, of measuring whether her love is safe with you. Finally, look for the contradictions. Love disguised as coldness is full of contradictions. She may pull away, yet remember your favorite coffee or compliment your achievements in passing. She may avoid long conversations, yet check in on your well-being. These are the hidden love markers that most men overlook. Recognizing them requires patience, attention, and emotional intelligence, the ability to see love through a lens that's not immediately obvious. Here's the psychological key. Her withdrawal is not a test you pass by chasing. It's a test you pass by mastering yourself. Stability, patience, and subtlety are your allies. If you can read her silences as signals rather than threats, if you can respond with respect rather than panic, you transform her coldness from a barrier into a bridge that leads to a deeper, more committed connection. one most men never achieve because they misinterpret distance as disinterest. So ask yourself, are you noticing the hidden signals, or are you blinded by absence? Are you responding with fear, or are you decoding love where others see emptiness? The answer to this question will determine whether her coldness pushes you away or draws you closer than ever before. Understanding these silent markers is your entry into the deepest layers of her heart, an emotional world few men are ever allowed to see. Now comes the truth most men never hear. When a woman goes cold, you are standing at a crossroads. Every choice you make in these moments either strengthens the bond or weakens it. This isn't about manipulation or games. It's about understanding the deepest layers of her mind and responding with the kind of emotional maturity most men never develop. First, recognize the power of calm presence. Women who pull away are watching, not with obvious eyes, but with subconscious awareness. They are assessing whether you crumble, chase, or react impulsively. The man who panics teaches her that love is conditional, fragile, and unstable. The man who remains calm, grounded, and steady communicates something far more powerful, that his love is unshakable, that he can handle her complexity, that he is a safe harbor. Calm presence is magnetic because it signals emotional security, something every woman craves, even when she hides it behind coldness. Second, embrace the art of subtle engagement. You don't need to bombard her with messages or prove yourself with grand gestures. Instead, pay attention to micro-actions that demonstrate care without neediness. A thoughtful message, a small reminder of a shared memory, a gesture that shows you're thinking of her but always without pressure. This is the invisible language she understands. It tells her, I see you, I value you, I respect your space. And when delivered correctly, it transforms cold distance into emotional curiosity. She begins to seek your attention rather than retreat from it. Third, understand the timing of patience. Love that retreats is love that's testing your endurance and character. If you respond impulsively, you amplify tension. If you respond with patience, you create space for her love to deepen. Think of her coldness like a pressure test for the heart. Most men fail this test by reacting. The few who pass understand that silence is not emptiness, it is an opportunity. An opportunity to prove that your commitment isn't shallow, that your desire isn't conditional, and that your love isn't fragile. Finally, recognize the ultimate truth. Her coldness often masks the very thing you want most, her deepest affection. Women pull away not to punish, but to protect and evaluate. If you can read her correctly, respond with emotional intelligence, and stay consistent without neediness, her love will not only return, it will intensify. You'll witness a transformation from uncertainty to trust, from hesitation to passion, from testing to complete emotional surrender. And here's the thing, few men ever get this. Most men misread signals, panic, or overcompensate, and as a result, they lose the chance to experience the depth of love she is capable of giving. So here's my challenge to you. The next time she goes cold, pause, observe, decode, respond with calm, subtle strength. See her coldness, not as rejection, but as a window into her heart. Ask yourself, not what she's doing to you, but what you're doing to rise to her love. Because when you master this, you unlock a love deeper than surface attraction, stronger than fear, and more enduring than circumstance. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a woman pulling away only to reveal deeper love afterward? Share your story in the comments below, and if this insight opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who needs to understand the hidden psychology of love.